Back here with Class 4 coming in.
Mr. Ben Schmaling taking the mic for Kevin Wendt here, who's in the other ring showing hogs today. Ben's doing a good job here so far this morning. I see maybe an announcement of a demo derby at a county fair in his near future.
Yep, I can see that happening. One of them combine derbies. He has accurately read off the numbers.
Yes, yeah. Better than me, I will admit.
That's because there's more than 10.
These are big numbers. Not quite as bad as, like at Expo when they got 6, 7 numbers.
Right.
That gets real confusing. Looks like we got the 220-5 Gilt gets a pin there. Cody Burling from Indiana, the two-tone daughter. Big-bodied, thick Gilt there. Also,
young lady here, 161-5 catches a pin. Alison, real life Top Gun.
One just come in, 188-5 there, also gets a pin right away. That's the Schaefer entry from Indiana. It'll be a wolf pack.
Hey, Showmanship Clinic's back.
How to properly make your Gilt hold her head down in the ring.
That takes talent. It really does. You have to practice at home to make sure they walk around with their head down like that.
Maybe he needs to go back to the cane. It wasn't too long ago he was doing the cane. I think he needs to bring that back.
And the short board.
Short. Well, we'll see that later in the board show. I'm sure we will.
Bringing it back old school. This young lady right here, Bryce needs to pay attention to her. She got that thing rolling.
Yeah.
115-6, Callie Mae Brink.
Nice deep body Gilt she's driving too.
Yeah.
How can a girl that's 1 feet 7 inches tall drive her Gilt better than a grown man? We're not sure, but she's getting her done.
Yeah, we need to get the camera on her so Bryce can go back and watch this later. 120-5 going across the ring there. The young man's driving. Caden Cash. The Bright Lights Big Gulp.
Level topped extended Gilt. The young lady in pink goes in next.
Miss Brink in pink. I can relate to her enthusiasm sometimes showing.
I think you'd look darn good in those pink ribbons too. Put them right in your beard.
It would take me a long time to grow my hair out long enough to have those.
You bring the mullet back, I think.
I love the mullet.
I know you do.
I do. Mr. Burling out first, 220-5. Two-tone on a Mr. Berkey. Good bodied one. Doesn't look like she's ever going to be the tallest.
Two-tone Heimer sired boar. There's another guy that's hasn't been in the messing with the Berks too long, but has really made a big impact in this breed and a positive impact.
Absolutely. One 88.5 there next. Braylon Schaefer.
Real complete Gilt in that Gilt. Any holes in her?
I don't even know if the people can hear us. Jack Wall's talking over the mic.
I'm
So
sure
we
they
apologize
can.
if it's all jumbled up because Jack's talking.
I'm sure everybody wants to hear him too. Maybe we should just shut up and let him listen.
Let's just turn off the audio. I can't even think.
The nice thing about this is I can't hear you anymore. That's a great thing.
Ditto.
We got the 188-5 and looks like the 161.5 out here competing for our class champion.
It's a class winner. It's really not a champion.
You've discussed that before, haven't you?
Yeah. Y'all have class champions at Bonsocket Iowa jackpots.
I advertise them all the time. Hey, you put forth what you got.
Absolutely. If anybody can hear us, it's. I can't even hear him because this is so loud over here. I'm talking to the Walton people across the way over there. I want to stick the fingers in my ear. Back over here in the Berkshire side, this 188.5 and this 161.5 gilt. That's a pretty salty pair that Mr. Hogue has decided to land on. The 188 gilt maybe appears to be a little fleshier.
Yep.
But I don't know if that makes her any better. I like that pair. Mr. Hogue's done a good job all the way through making sure he keeps these things built right and good looking. And here comes Mr. Hogue with our comments. His comments.
As I was just reminded, I probably need to say less. And be a little more efficient in terms of our alignment. Top pair of gilts that we have out here, be the first to admit, other than being in the same registry. They're both Berkshires. They're both Berkshire appearing marked, registered Berkshires. They're different. They're distinctively different in terms of their type and kind. The 188-5 gilts, the wide, stout, big rib, bold one that's just maybe a little rounder. Then you got the tall fronted, really jerk neck, cool looking one that you got to ask yourself, is there just enough angulation and things on both ends? And so I learned some good advice from our junior show judges, and I think it's really, really good. Pick what you would buy in a breeding gilt setting, and when you're judging, I know that I would take both of these gilts, but the one that I would probably be most excited to call Nolan about and say, hey, we got another Berkshire gilt bought and gathered for our mini Berkshire herd is the 161-5 gilt. And I'm going to start with her in this drive. I like this gilt's uniqueness. She is really, really balanced and captivating in her look. I like her angles. I think for a tall-fronted Berkshire, I thought initially she's going to be a little straight up front, and she's right there. But that gilt really ties a unique look, a good body design, a good balance and presence, and I'm probably a little hypercritical on ham, loin, and tailhead set. I like that gilt there a little better than the gilt in second. Gilt in second's the utility, wide built one, great rib shape. I like all of those things about her in terms of her volume. Her flexibility is good for the amount of volume she carries. Want to smoothen her up just a shade at her ham loin, make her a little sharper at the crest of her neck relative to our class winner. The gilt that comes in third from a profile I love. When she comes and goes, she doesn't maybe overwhelm you as much as what our top pair does, but boy, that's a nice built one on the side. Got a really deep side, got a really attractive front, got a good spine carriage to her when she's in motion. The low set gilt comes in four, and relative to her frame size, she balances well in this particular drive. She hit just a little lower set to me, extra range of motion, extra good flexibility. I like that gilt's body. I like her ability to get get out and cover the ring surface very, very comfortably on both ends. The gilt that comes in 5, a big stout one, a little stiltier than maybe what a couple of them preceded. Maybe not quite the, that show readiness, but I sure think a gilt that has muscle, has width, and tremendous shape down her top line. The gilt that comes in 6, big bone, stout, good featured gilt. She's a little rounder in her pattern than what the gilts that precede her in class, but check out this gilt's foot, check out her feature, really a dense skeleton hog that I think gets around very, very good. Young lady's got a really pretty one coming out in 7, just a little stiltier on both ends, but extra big scaled, long bodied, very, very attractive. Muscular gilt there that separates a little at the top of her shoulder in 8. Love the shape, love the width. Then as we go from there, we've got some gilts that are starting to be just a little more nondescript, just not quite having the performance and stoutness. Once again, an excellent class of Berkshire females.
Winning Class 4 Berkshire Gilts, congratulations, Alison Mehmen, Plainfield, Iowa. Second in class, Braylon Schaefer, Hagerstown, Indiana. Third to Drew Lamley, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fourth, Cody Burling, Martinsville, Indiana. Fifth, Bryce Conover, Baxter, Iowa. Placings from the top down should read 7, 9, 5, 11, 8, 1, 6, 10, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom.